Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are going to look at the Figma ZELDA from Tears of the Kingdom, and I didn't even review Link from this game because the figure was so unpleasant to handle that I shoved it back in the box, never to speak of it again until now. But this one, like, that figure had some benefits, at least lots of cool accessories. It looked okay, it was gigantic and awkward and ugly in some ways, but it had some reason to buy it. This figure, on the other hand, other than the name of the character, has no... Okay, I'll take it back. There's like 0.5% of a reason to buy it. Otherwise, there's no reason to buy it. It is a travesty. It is a mockery. It is a Travis Sham mockery. That's from a movie, right? I think it is. Anyway, this figure's an absolute pile of steaming hot garbage. So I'm going to do a quick review to show you guys how bad it is so that you don't waste your money on it unless you are the die-hardest of fans of Zelda, in which case you still shouldn't buy it. But let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. Alright, before we look at the figure, I'll show you the best part about this figure, which is the packaging. It is in the Figma packaging with the sleeve, which they do for some now. I don't think they do it for all of them. It looks nice. It has the gold embellishments on it, so that's cool. There's Zelda doing the only thing this action figure can do. There she is doing it again, and there she is doing more of it, just with her arms in a slightly different pose. Oh, what a pile of garbage. Just wait. If you don't believe me, there's more of the same photos. But yeah, you can display it like a standard Figma box if you want to. Man, I haven't reviewed a Figma in a long time. I'd like them to do some good figures again. That'd be nice. So there you go. Nice packaging, standard Figma fare, but good stuff. Well, semi-standard since it has the sleeve. Okay, here's Zelda. Question of the day. Is this the worst look for Zelda that she's ever had? I think so. I don't hate it, but I don't think it is anywhere near the best look, and I think more people would have preferred, probably for Link and Zelda, Breath of the Wild versions rather than Tears of the Kingdom. Just my guess. But let's do a question of the day. 2 questions. It's kind of like 4 questions. Well, 3. Which version of Link and Zelda, not together, you can do separate games, is the best? For me, Ocarina of Time, and then probably Skyward Sword for Zelda. Ocarina of Time for Link, Skyward Sword for Zelda. If I had to pick, I think that's what I would pick. But as far as like these games go, I would have preferred the blue outfit from Breath of the Wild. For sure. Okay, and then which do you prefer, Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom? In terms of games, not in terms of figures or designs, just the games, because for me, it's like Tears of the Kingdom didn't even need to exist. It should have been a sequel, not a DLC. With a horrible story, probably the worst story in all of Zelda. I think I'm not a TOTK fan at all. Okay, let's get into it. Now that half the people are mad at me. She's 6 inches tall, not counting her hair. She's an absolute giant, which is a problem with these new figures, about 15.5 centimeters. Well, here she is up against the Marvel Legends figure. Too big for Marvel Legends. Man, okay, so here's the thing. Figma figures have never been in scale, technically speaking. But if you go back, you take all the different Links they made prior to these ones, all the different Samuses, you can fit them together fairly well. Like, they might not be exact, but they're pretty close. Then they come out with this batch of figures of Link and Zelda that are like 8 feet tall compared to the other ones, if you're in scale with the other ones. It's just ridiculous, and they're both bad figures. Don't buy them. Alright, so that's her size. That's all the jibber jabber. Let's talk about the figure. It's a pile of crap. We'll start with the aesthetic. The best thing about this figure is this part right here. This is the 0.5%. No, it's like 0.4%. There's one more 0.1 that we can talk about. But yeah, this is sculpted and painted nicely. There you go. Painted nicely enough. It's not perfect. There's some fuzz down there on the cream, but it's like, that's fine. The rest is bad. She looks terrible. This is not even how she looks in the game. Her head is the wrong shape. She has like a somewhat athletic build, sort of, in the game. Like, her shoulders have some muscle definition to them. This is just a frumpy, sloppy mess of a design. She has none of the shapes she's had. I don't mean like curvy shape. I mean like any of the shapes in the game are not here. Her hair sits way too high on her head. It makes it look weird and tall. Her face is not the right shape. Her whole head is not the right shape. Her whole body is probably a little bit elongated. And her feet are sculpted terribly and only painted average. It's like just a really, really bad figure. They didn't put any shape to the feet. It's just like they're mushed out little shapes. Like blocking out shapes and then added toe detail and sandals. It looks so bad. This figure is hideous compared to what it should have been, and it's not good looking in general. Like, it's not like one of those things where it's good looking but not accurate. I don't mean physically attractive, I mean a good-looking figure. It's none of it. It is just terrible, other than the paintwork is clean on here. That's really it. It is an abomination. Alright, I'm not going to even do ratings until the end. Now, moving on to the accessories, this is where we get that other 0.1%. We have 3 different faceplates. Those are fine. I mean, they're all still the wrong shape and everything, but they're there. You get her Nintendo Switch is really nicely done. That's pretty cool. And then you get the beat-up Master Sword, which is the 0.1%. That's kind of a cool accessory to have. Otherwise, it's just some hands and a display stand. Okay, so that's it. So you get the Switch and the sword. That's really the only things that matter there. Now, as far as articulation goes, boys, get ready for this. You get decent enough range out of the head, but they have the peg for the hinge at an angle, so it's not great. But the head moves around fine. It's okay. It's alright. The shoulders, you would expect them to have some kind of slip joint or something so that you can pop them out and pose them. Nope. That's all you can do out to the side. And as far as rotation goes, like they rotate, but it's the bare minimum of range, and even rotation is a pain in the butt because of the way it fits in there. It's just a nasty figure. It's so bad. I can't get over how bad it is. Alright, no bicep swivel or anything. You get a little bit of wiggle at the top, but just barely. Then you get your single jointed elbow. That'll give you some rotation. Goodness gracious, the wrists are on little ball hinges. That's fine. We have a very floppy joint up here. It's just, there's no retention at all. And then another joint down here, obviously you can see it, but you get to do nothing with these joints, and they catch on themselves all the time. Like, you don't really want to move them or you're going to scratch the paint. It's just a mess. And then that's it. I mean, not literally, but technically, this is a solid piece. What were they thinking? You actually can't pose her bottom half other than, like, moving her legs around some. This one doesn't even want to go anywhere, really. Like, what are you gonna do other than make her knock-kneed? Like, there's nothing for you to do with this articulation other... Like, it's actually just crazy. I can't even get the one leg to move at all. And then you have ankles and a toe hinge, of course, because you really need a toe hinge on this figure. Good smile. What are you guys doing over there? Why would you make this figure like this? That is absolutely insane for a high-end import action figure, highly articulated action figure. What is this? Look at that. She's like perpetually knock-kneed, and oh boy. Okay, so that's it. We did everything, and I'm gonna give a final rating of minus 10 million out of 10. That's how bad this is. It is easily the most offensive worst thing I have reviewed. It's not even close, because it's not that hard to make this even somewhat passable. I mean, I've reviewed that one Black Suit Superman, which is probably technically worse, but there was more redeeming quality there than this, I think. Maybe this is tied for that, but for recent history, this is absolutely the worst thing ever. Yeah, minus 10 million. It's absolutely horrid. What an absolute... I'm so upset that I spent money on this. It is disgustingly bad. And I thought it was going to be worthless in the first place. I thought it was just going to be, well, it's not an articulated action figure. It's just going to stand there and look all right. It can't even do that. It's so bad. All right, that's it for me. Let me know what you guys think about this. But I'll be done there. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos just about every single day, and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.